Here we go. After 3 days of round-robin play, on to the playoffs here at the Home Hardware Canada Cup. His new team is working well here in Leduc. John Epping brought in Ryan Fry to complement an already good team, and they've played well here, snagging a spot in the playoffs. And there's the two. Botcher, 3 straight wins. Brendan Botcher has enjoyed the home support. His crew have been on the right track at the Home Hardware Canada Cup. A win today will bring one of these teams one step closer to an Olympic trials berth. Epping, Botcher, semifinal next. And all of it happening here at the Sobeys Arena, all part of the Leduc Recreation Complex. As we come inside on this Saturday afternoon to say hello, Canada. Glad to be back with you, and so nice to have the family back together again, and Cheryl Russ alongside, and of course you missing the first 3 days skipping Casey Scheidegger's team. Did you enjoy it?
I did. It was a thrill to be out there, but it's a thrill to be back with the two of you.
Oh, glad to have you back. Let's get you caught up on our final standings. As mentioned, it was an intense 6-game round robin, and those are the 3 men's teams through. Kevin Cooey winning last night. He's through to the final on Sunday. Rachel Homan a win last night. She's through the Sunday. Interesting to note, those two, Cooey, Homan, they were our representatives in Korea. So it sets up today the semifinal, Botcher against Epping, and it's a rematch of last night's final round robin game where Botcher beat Epping. When you talk about John Epping, the big change to his team, of course, this year is the addition of Ryan Fry. That shuffled the lineup too. Matt Cam drops down to second, and of course Brent Lang to lead. So talk a little bit about those two in particular.
Well, how nice for Epping to bring in Ryan Fry, a gold medalist, but it's not the shot making that's the biggest part. It's that fire and intensity that I love. But I think that can get John fired up a little too much. In the past, John's made the odd strategy error because he's in such a hurry all the time. That's where Brent Lang's down the far end going, wait a second, John, what about this option? And it really has worked well. It's the best team Epping's ever had.
Darren Moulding throws the third stones for Brendan Botcher. Good shooter, but what he may add most of all is that experience as an ice maker.
Well, it helps a lot on this ice. It's tricky out there. It does not allow you to play a 90% game all the time. And Darren's out there and he's reading the pass and he's catching on maybe slightly earlier than his opposition. He's translating that down to a team in front, giving them a chance to build on all of his knowledge, and then they have some success in the back half of the game.
Good to have you here. He was getting a little too close on this. When we come back, it is Epping against Botcher here on TSN.
Over the last couple of years, we've had enough continued success that it really feels comfortable for us. We've been playing well, and we really brought our bar up, and that's what you need to play against these top teams game in and game out. You need your average game to be pretty good.
I just feel like every time we step on the ice, we can win. They really make me believe that I'm the best. I know I can compete against the best skips, and now that I really have a team that is just so solid and consistent, I really think this is the best chance that I'll ever have going forward.
The 2019 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by OK Tire and BKT Tires. The 2019 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. By Home Hardware, here's how. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
The winner will go on to play Kevin Cooey tomorrow for that spot, the first spot in the curling trials of 21. Let's meet the teams now, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. Team Epping, they hail from the Leaside Curling Club in Toronto, skipped by 36-year-old John Epping, backed up by Brent Lang, Matt Cam, and Ryan Fry. Brendan Botcher and the team from just up the road in Edmonton, the Saville Community Sports Center, skipped by 27-year-old Brendan Botcher with Carrick Martin, Brad Thiessen, and Darren Moulding at third. Botcher finishing with a 5-1 round-robin record, Epping at 4-2, and by virtue of that, it means that Botcher does have the last rock, and he is elected also to take the yellow stones. So he will have the hammer. Epping will play the red. And setting the brush down and getting us underway. This is the Epping lead, Brent Lang.
We've seen this sheet
Line's good.
4 times already.
Line's good.
And the pattern's been the same all the way along.
Okay,
This
line's
shot
good.
right here, Langer's in turn. Just at the hog line, it just makes a right-hand turn, and it's almost uncontrollable. Incredible curl.
Not a little bit.
Right
Oh,
there.
you're
Now
okay.
it just goes.
Okay.
I think it would be an advantage now. These teams didn't have to do the draw to the button in their practice. So in the practice, did you use it wisely? Did you use that time to figure out the sheet a little bit better, map it? It is different. It can be different from side to side. That's one of the comments we had, where one side of the sheet can be a super aggressive curl and the other side, you know, a little straighter, and with that comes weight difference, because when you've got the rock going sideways 7 feet, you got to throw quite a lot more than when you've only got 4 feet of curl.
Yeah, you were saying that a lot of teams got caught on that, didn't they? With the massive finish, the speed just wasn't quite there.
No.
It's all there. We're all there.
13-7.
13-7.
13-7. Yeah. Okay.
It's pretty greasy, though.
And it'll slide and finally stop at back of the 12. Let's take a look at keys to the game now. We'll start with John Epping.
Well, for John, it's supersize your fries, and we're talking about Ryan himself, 79% at the 3rd position. That's not Ryan Fry-like. It's more like 85 to 89 most years, so he has to step that up a little bit. And well-positioned guards. Fry loves the run backs. John lives for the run back. They've got to be able to control that front, so it's your red rocks that you're running in there, not your opponents.
Matt.
Whoa, no.
Matt.
Now the keys for Brendan Botcher.
Well, we've alluded to it a bit. The paths can change, the ice can get straighter. You need to speak up out there, and you need to believe what you're seeing and translate that to the team. And then Botcher's team, they've been outscoring their opposition 24-12 in the second half of the game. So I think what they do is they build on that knowledge, and then they put a lot of pressure on in the back half.
Keys to the game are brought to you by Scotties, Canada's #1 tissue.
Right to it. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Good sweep.
Around they goes. All the play now back of the tee line after Carrick Martin went deep with his first.
Right in the nose.
It's kind of the difference between these two skips. Epping, you know, I look over and watched him for quite a few years in play, and he goes for it. He's an aggressive player. You get Brendan out there, he's more calculated. He takes his time. He's patient with a tight game until he's comfortable.
Yep.
Probably a little light, John.
Yep.
Which has probably served Botcher well, isn't it? Because it's a little bit unpredictable early until you figure out that much curl.
Well, we mentioned John Epping changing his lineup this year with Matt Cam down to second, Lang to lead, and of course the addition of Ryan Fry. So we say good afternoon, Kathy Gauthier. Epping admits, doesn't he, that this is, he feels, his best team ever.
Well, he has said that, and Russ even said that in the opening, but I asked John to take me inside. What does that even mean? And he said, beyond the obvious about Brent Lang, they speak the same language when it comes to draw weight. Normal, fast, and slow. No numbers, and they know what that means. Matt, he talks about being his little brother and the voice that calms him down. And you watch this afternoon, it will be the last thing, the last person he speaks to before he throws every time. And when you look at Small Fry, he said they've been friends for 10 years since they played with Wayne Middaugh. He feels he's the best player in the world. And these three all chose to play with him. It has given him incredible confidence.
Yeah, Small Fry, his dad, of course, is Barry Fry from Winnipeg, his the Big Fry. And, yeah, well, the way this all transpired was that Brad Jacobs, when Jacobs was going to make the change, you remember now that Ryan stepped away from the team last year for personal reasons, and then Mark Kennedy filled in, that you knew the end was coming. When the end finally did come, Jacobs did call John Epping and say, hey, I'm making this change. You know what? Ryan's available. And so that they talked amongst themselves, obviously. Had to go to Matt Cam. Will you move down from third? Matt said, whatever it takes. And then Brent went down to lead, and that's how, of course, Fry now is at the 3rd position.
Well, and it's a second chance for him, too, at a great team with a great skip. And, you know, those chances don't come by all the time. You may not get on that great team again. And so Ryan knows how awesome that is after playing with a great team in Jacobs for so many years. So he's going to take a chance and make it worthwhile.
Heavy board there, and it finished a little.
Control.
For sure.
Some pretty impressive shots here with the fresh pebbles. One side that neither team had played, that intern side in practice.
Isn't that funny? Because I would make the assumption that this really isn't. We're watching at home, and you're thinking, okay, ho-hum. But there is. I mean, you've got to maintain your same focus.
You do. And sometimes it's harder, Vic, to maintain the focus on the open shots, you know, the open hit. When you got to play the come around to the top of the pin, you just naturally bear down and focus to it. But these are critical. As Russ said, you got to make them, or it gives that team, the opposition, a chance to play the come around draw, and then you're chasing.
It's so easy to make a come around in this particular surface. If Botcher rolls out here, or in this case Molding, Epping goes right around, you've got a tough shot. And there's not a lot of room to roll either way here. These are precise shots. It's amazing how somebody makes a triple and they go, oh my goodness, that unbelievable. But a nose hit is the same thing as a triple. You've got to hit it in the exact right spot.
Exactly.
Easy.
Clean. Yep. Hard. Clean.
You saw Darren's numbers at 81%. There's not a lot of back-end numbers that are much above that. It's about 80, 81. You've got some front-end numbers that are getting into the high 80s, and with that comes the ability to be okay with a miss now and then, because at an 80% player, you're missing occasionally, and you have to bounce back from it.
Wait's close.
And the opposite side of that is you need to capitalize when the opposition misses. This grab's close to the center line. We saw it many times during this week.
Well done to hold it, to catch it. But that allows now a possibility of, no, is that funny? You wouldn't go, huh?
Scott, you know, this is Brendan. He's got the hammer. He goes, okay, you know what? I'm going to blank, and I'm going to score in the even end.
Isn't that funny?
He's always been that way.
Really, I thought that, you know, here you had old, 3 rocks to 2.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you take that chance and go?
Which is not wrong, as you've always alluded. Wayne Bedall's going around that. But to Brendan's point, he now has, in theory, if there's no blank ends, 5 hammers to 4.
Hey, very good.
Shooting.
That wasn't a bad throw.
And it's his style. His team's comfortable with it. They know what to expect. And it banks some time. What I did find out here in a 10-end game is you will maybe run up and down for a couple of ends because it's time becomes an issue in 5-rock rule. You're spending a lot of time thinking of strategy, and you can get really tight.
Line looks close. Yeah. I'll never see this being heavy or light. Line's good. Might be light. It's in the cross center. No, line's good. Might over curl slightly.
Sure, John.
Thanks.
Close to the line. Very close.
Sure, John.
Is that what,
Shot, John.
is that what you boys wanted to see?
Yep.
Is that how you're thinking?
Yep.
My way.
Yeah, isn't it funny? There you go. He's, you know, he had a free one in essence. Is that what you boys wanted to see? Yep. Okay. Now you tuck that away, and it just sort of goes into that memory bank for later.
Right to it.
Critical out here to learn.
I've had a chance, Cheryl, to watch Brendan a lot in some update shots, or we covered some of his games. If he's ever going to miss a shot, it seems to be that one. That intern, maybe a little less weight. He's just, I don't know whether he's sliding shade tight or just not taking enough ice, or
Yeah, maybe. Well, let me
as we
throw
all
the
know,
outturn.
anything inside's gone.
Like,
But he's
can you
missed
give
a
me middle
couple
of
of
the floor?
those.
Sure.
Curls a lot.
Yeah.
Won't be terrible here, John, but I think you need a little bit more.
I agree.
Okay.
We threw a couple hits here, but you're going to cross a couple new paths.
Okay.
Line's good. You're real good.
Same idea, Cheryl. I mean, first time he plays intern, now he's going to the outturn side.
Trying to learn something.
Yeah.
It's going to school every shot.
Line's good. Yeah, we gotta go. Guessing to about here.
Yep. A little more.
Great throw, John.
Good, Johnny.
Good, John.
Nice to get your skipper a couple of draws early.
That feels good.
Yep. Yeah. Hard breath.
Well, maybe further to your point about all those blank ends. But boy, you don't want to take one here. You've gone in with a feeling, and oh, did we just jinx him? Huh? Wow. We'll blame that on the statistician. here on our curling crew. You can blame him, but he's forced to take a signal. And a slight delay, as a slight problem with the slider on Darren Moulding's shoe. So ice maker Greg Owasco has come out. Man of all trades, huh? You not only make the ice, but you fix shoes too. And you can see head official Brett Waldrop is there as well.
And when you step on it, it will squeeze. Yeah.
This all began the Canada Cup on Wednesday. And there were 3 draws a day. Each team played 2 games. Brendan Botcher started off well, 1-3, then lost to Kevin Cooey, and finished with game wins against Brad Jacobs and John Epping. And it was that win last night that gave him the last rock choice and the hammer. For Botcher, he started also, for John Epping, pardon me, he started off with a loss to Cooey. So both of them losing to Cooey. Then he put 4 in a row together, and his last loss came last night, 7-3 in the final round robin game to Brendan Botcher. Kathy, of course, when we get to the playoffs, you got a choice of stones. And do you know who chose what?
I do. Brendan Botcher's team chose all of them off A, feeling that they were really comfortable with them. For John Epping, though, they chose stones from 3 different sheets. They had a list made up, and then teams were given 30 minutes this morning to come and throw stones. So he said the front end has worked really hard all week. They let them sleep in, and it was he and Ryan Fry that came down and threw those stones and reconfirmed in their mind, you know, which ones may cut more, which ones may be straighter, and that's what they've elected to throw.
So now trying to still fix that shoe of Darren Moulding. Further to the stones, these stones being used here were originally used first time last March in Fredericton at a mixed doubles, and then when they were brought here, they took a little bit of sharpening. Greg Owasco admits they took a little sandpaper to them. Think of it like an ice skate. They sharpened them a little bit. What were they like to use them? The stones.
The stones, they were great. I mean, the unfortunate part with these stones is none of us knew or had a rock book on them, so we didn't really know what ones ran a little bit straighter, and you tend to, and that gives you confidence to start a game with. But I felt it was more, we didn't run into a lot of bad stones out there. I felt it was more the paths in the ice that we had to deal with and the changing ice conditions through the 3 days.
We'll take a quick break as they continue to work on his shoe. Brett Waldrop, looks like they're just waiting for the glue to set. Hopefully it'll be set by the time we get back. So the repair has been made. Greg Owasco ready to deliver the shoe to his Cinderfella. And look, the shoe fit. So we're ready to go again. Double knot, triple knot, and then of course the guard over top of the lace. So thank you, Greg Owasco. We're ready to start again. It's the men's semifinal Home Hardware Canada Cup from Leduc. Brendan Botcher forced to take 1 in that first. It means that John Epping will have the last rock. He has the hammer, playing the Redstones here in 2.
Easy.
Oh, there. Whoa.
Line's good.
Whoa, guys.
Easy.
It's not bad. Top 4.
The line's not bad.
Top 4. It's back. Gotta sit. Gotta sit. Gotta sit.
Good shot.
No, 14 to the back 4.
Think same as I gave you on the tight one, or no, a little more?
I think that's the same. I think same, man. Maybe a hair quicker.
A little more, I thought.
We talked about Brent Lang and his move down to
Line's good.
Sliding like it's heavy.
to the lead position.
Line's good.
Remember when he went out west originally to play with Kevin Cooey, he was holding the brush, and because
Real nice.
they wanted to keep Kennedy and Ebert together as a front end.
Right.
That's right.
And then, of course, he moved back down to second, and Kennedy took over at third. And then he came back east, back home, as it were. And he said, I'm old school. And he said, I will quit the game when I'm not having fun with the people and enjoying the people I'm playing with. He said that the game is, for some teams, become a bit of a business, a lot of a business. Some teams, he said, that players don't like each other, yet they play together. He says, I won't do that. I'm old school. And I like these four I'm playing with. I enjoy it, and that's why I'm still playing.
Good for him. I'm older school than he is. And
oh, yes, you are.
didn't even go to school. And I agree with him. You have to have a little bit of fun out here. You're not making a living at it, and it helps your performance if the four guys bond together and tell a few lies and get over the losses a little quicker, and just have a little bit of camaraderie out there. That's the part I miss.
Well,
not playing.
Yeah, exactly, and that's really why I went back out there to play, was because of that. And I think when you get in the crunch as a team and you're in tight games, I think you need that. Put some of these teams together as professional teams, and do they support each other like four good buddies would? I don't know.
Curl. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Perfect line here.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's perfect.
Good boy, Langer.
And right to the corner. He does credit, though, the likes of yourself and Graham and Richard Hart, the time he spent with John Morris and Earl Morris coaching. And I mean, this is, as you said, one of the more intelligent players in the game.
Oh, no kidding. No kidding.
That's perfect.
Good boy, Langer.
My dad actually coached them first year to junior for a little while, but Lang and Saville, they were the dynamic duo in Ontario for so long. Won the Worlds with Glenn.
Kark, if anything. Wait's good. Kark, if anything. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, hard. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Trying to get the angle right and not over curl this. Pretty good spot. And a guess, they hadn't been out on that side of the sheet yet.
Great if you can come and just move it a little.
That'd be great.
Sure.
But how good's this surface? We've talked
Just
about
top
already,
format.
how it takes a game or two to get used to, and it was a little bit different every game. But once they figure it out, here's a shot. It's over buried, and they're actually trying to tap it. Such beautiful finish.
Kudos to Greg. He's done a good job. And, the one thing I appreciated all week, and all the players did, is he was coming up and asking for information from the players. How is it? Do you like it? How's the speed? Just wants to make it the best for everybody out here.
Yes! Hard!
Matt Kemp
Hard!
dragging it around.
Great shot, man.
Look at that.
And just pushing it back and leaving that angle on their own to move the stone, which is T-line 4 foot.
Oh, that's really good. The yellow doubles available.
Yeah, I think so.
And the yellows are stopping the Epping rocks from going anywhere.
Try and run it on this way.
Okay.
Heel?
Yeah. Off. Kurt. Off.
Brad Thiessen. Run it back. Oh, he touched them all.
Okay.
And when they finally settle, it'll be Epping sitting the 2.
Whoa. Nice try. It wasn't far off, but once they spilled, it didn't work out very well for Botcher.
The only good thing, really, is you get rid of that backing. So you might get a chance at a double here along the way. It wasn't helping them.
Yeah.
Chance to spread it out, though, here.
Do you think that red double's available? It looks like it might be eventually.
Close.
I like it. Close. Oh, really close.
It has to be a shade
Hard.
sharp pebble in this spot.
Line's fine.
Whoa, actually, whoa. Line's okay.
Top 8, boys.
Fry. It's always fry. Hard.
Trying to get some finish past the guard, getting Ryan on it.
Come on, Lane. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Get over there. Get over there. Get over there.
Oh, that stopped.
Hey, Matt. Throw,
That
Matt.
stopped in a hurry.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get there for third shot. Still leaves Epping sitting the 2.
Do you like him running the top?
You could play the high double.
Easy.
Yeah, I like that, Cheryl. Stay in front somewhere.
Pretty solid. Solid.
Medium.
Solid, easy.
Medium.
Whoa. Clean.
Other way.
Clean. Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sneaking by. And then try and roll a little piece under their own corner. Maybe tuck a couple of grains.
Trying to go the other way, though, so that was a little overthrown. There was one game we covered where Darren threw 3 hits in a row heavy. You got to be a bit of adrenaline out there.
Yep, board. Whoa, we're a little late.
Ryan Fry.
We're late. Hard. Hard.
Cam
A little late. Hard.
trying to hold him. He's got that
Hard to miss the guard.
outside edge. Get it by. Just did. Oh, great brush by Matt Cam.
Well, and not only that, it was also the weight call right out of Ryan's hand,
Sweet,
which gave
buddy.
John the information he needed to know to get them on it.
A little down.
Weight, very key on this ice.
Yeah, the team saved that one, didn't they?
Yeah, if they hadn't jumped it, look at. And that was a weight call out of Ryan's hand.
Whoa.
Very sweet, man. Very sweet.
You know, when Epping makes those changes, that's one of the things that Matt Cam had to learn.
Yep.
He's now brushing
Rad's
more than
around
ever.
you.
He then has to recuperate to go back if he's now throwing.
Yes.
You know,
The breathing, the fitness, settling in the hack.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah.
and he'll have to be on board with it. Molding. Right in between. Right in between. Right in between. Is he going to get them both? He does.
What a shot.
Too good.
Well done.
Good shot. Very good.
Oh, it was
He
almost
made
too
it
good.
Like you skittered
There
through
was
the hole.
Yeah, right.
I know what you're thinking. And leave them all in the rings.
Whoa. Whoa.
Lee,
Whoa.
yep.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Lee.
Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Stroke, Fry.
Very nice.
So they're sitting the two with Last Rock Epping, both around the edge. One top,
Even if we just roll.
12, one back edge of the 8.
Well, and make the double or just the roll.
Yeah, I think that weight gives us options.
Okay. Easy is okay too. Like
Easy, we're never making the double.
No. Okay. Okay.
I don't think.
Soft medium.
About a
you said?
third? Yeah.
Okay.
I think this will curl.
Yeah, it's just a hair less than. Yeah, about a third. Yeah. Let's go, buddy.
Well, Brendan Botcher coming off the most recent event on tour. He won in Penticton when he beat Mike McEwen. That ended last Monday, so it was right to here in Leduc. Number 5 on tour, won $43,000 and a little bit of change.
So many teams will throw a peel at this, trying to make the double, and it's kind of all or nothing. Brendan's going to throw the little softer weight. He might roll behind the corner guard. He might roll in front of the back red.
Because it's really where you hit the rock. You can hit with peel or you can hit it with board. Just pick a spot.
1, 2. Yes.
Jumping.
2
Yes.
doubles.
Yes. And that'll impress the crowd here in Leduc.
Like you said, Charles, a little thicker. This is so light, it'll just roll behind the guard.
Yeah, brilliant weight choice.
But you saw that note about how his game and the team's game has improved so much. Think about where they are now. Are they going to be the team to beat in Alberta? Think again, because Cooey, as defending Canadian champion, is going to be Team Canada at the Scotties. So will he get a chance to come back and try now then for a 3rd straight championship? He's lost the final of the Brier the last 2 years.
All right, buddy. What are we doing? What kind of weight?
What a year it was for John Epping early out of the Leaside Curling Club. He won in Oakville and then won in Cornwall. The win in Oakville over Matt Dunstone, Brad Jacobs in Cornwall, both of them here.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Close. Yep, yep. Whoa, yep.
This is an impressive end for Botcher's team because when I was looking at some of their stats getting ready for the game, and they haven't given up a big end all week. No 3-enders, no 4-enders allowed against them. And they almost gave up a 3 this end except for 2 brilliant doubles.
Yeah, it was looking ugly.
Oh, nothing at the end, eh?
Yeah, just kind of kept.
It's like a nice control, but I expected from the hog line in to
Just a little
get
more
an inch
finish.
at least.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah, this is a nice spot.
That is where you get most of the finish. About a foot before the hog line, it would start to go. There was about 2 break points, actually, right before the hog line and then halfway between the hog line and the rings, and it would go harder.
Well, what we noticed, Cheryl, was the Pioneer. We used the Pioneer signs as our little bit of a highway marker. The off-ramp started right there.
Yep.
And then it started to hook, really hook.
So anticipate before there.
Yeah.
Vic went to curling school all summer, and he's like now he knows the break point.
Go! Go! Hard! Hard! Okay,
Got it.
Good shot.
Does. Leaves it there.
That's good.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Nothing
Try
in
to
there.
get the force.
A little heavy for
little roll
to
in
make
behind.
It perfect.
That's good.
Feels like there's something under it, John.
Okay.
So by contrast, we saw Botcher's team starting slowly, really playing well now. Epping the reverse. Those 2 early wins, Oakville and Cornwall. And now the word of the week is consistency. So trying to find their consistency. Final stone. And here it comes. And away it goes. So we play a blank on the board. Double gets Botcher out of trouble. This is the first event of our season of champions. From here, after the Christmas break, we'll be in London for the Continental Cup of Curling, and then on to the Canadian Juniors in Langley. Scotties will be in Moose Jaw this year. The Tim Hortons Prior, we're going to be in Kingston. The World Women's will make a stop in Prince George, and the World Men's in Glasgow. One of the best juniors to play the game is Tyler Tardy from Richmond, BC. Back-to-back Canadian and World Junior Championships. Tyler Tardy is with Catherine.
Tyler, 3 Canadian championships in a row, and you and Sterling still qualified to play juniors in your home club, in your hometown this year, and yet you've elected to not. How come?
Yeah, obviously it's a tough decision being that it's in our home club. But we really wanted to see if we could make a breakthrough in the men's and try to get our shoe in the door and just try to get some experience. We know we're going to probably get kicked around in men's at some point in our lives, so we might as well just try to get it over with as soon as we can. Yeah.
Now I know you're kind of modifying that, but you recently lost the finals of Red Deer. You've won a tour championship in BC. What has been the biggest difference from juniors to men's that you've seen?
The tolerance for making shots is obviously a lot smaller. You can probably get away with a few misses in end in juniors, and you may still get a deuce out of it. But if you're making those little mistakes in men's, they're gonna jump right all over you, and you're gonna have to be consistent the entire game.
Now, obviously, this Canada Cup and the Olympic trials is something that you hope to play in the future. When you look at these teams, Botcher, Epping, Cooey, that are left, what is the biggest thing that you think you're going to have to do as a team, or that you've seen this week, that will take you to the next level?
Yeah, honestly, there's a bunch of things. It's pretty hard to pinpoint just one thing. There's a lot like ice reading. I hear the guys talking about rocks all the time. But I think a big part of that is if we just keep on listening to Curling Canada and the Next Gen program, they're putting us in the right direction. You look at teams like Tanner Horgan, and they're having a great breakout season as well. And, they're following that program, and it's working out pretty well for them.
Well, Vic, one of the things that I think teams across the country want to know, beyond the little cheers that you're not going to be at the Canadian Juniors, is that Tyler's going to be in the spare pool, and I suspect that no spare will be utilized as much as at this year's Canadian Juniors.
Thanks, guys. We wish him well. Thanks, Tyler. In fact, he attacking with Matt Dunstone, who was here and skipping his team out of the Highland in Regina. Tyler had an outstanding week. There it goes to show you. You've looked at the numbers. He was the top skip, I believe, and didn't win a game. But having said that, coming out of juniors, that echoes him exactly. You get away on talent in juniors. Here, yes, you need talent, but it's those intangibles. Where you put that stone, all the brushing. So he knows it. Now the question is whether he'll be able to follow up on it. As we play here in the third, 1-0 Botcher. Epping once again will have last rock, has the hammer playing the Red Stones in this men's semifinal.
Whoa! Great shot.
Really nice save. Botcher's team looking at 2 there. Karrick Martin had tried a soft in-turn tap on that open redstone you see and rubbed the guard and allowed Epping's team to sit 2. But what a roll here.
Yeah, Karrick rubbed that guard on that swingy in-turn side. It's unbelievable how they get fooled in that one.
Yeah, the center line just grabs. And he had really nice weight.
Did he ever?
Not enough ice.
Great roll.
Should be same as the one you threw to the corner, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
A little light.
Really light.
Yeah. Line's good.
You heard Ryan Fry say more, Matty, before he let it go.
He was sliding out
Hard.
12.
Now that happened yesterday.
Hard.
And
Hard bounces.
Cam ended up making the shot, but right after, Fry went to Matt Cam, remembering now this is their first year together, and he went to Cam, and he said, do you mind me saying that to you? And Cam said, no, that's okay. So working out their pitter-patter as well, right? What can I say? How can I say something to you? But Cam is quite...
He has to peel for at least a few.
He's all right with the fact saying, yeah, you tell me what you think.
When you have to have those conversations, most certainly as a new team, where you say, you know, don't say that kind of stuff to me because that disrupts my throw, or do help me however way you can. And it's individual for each player.
Yeah, I was saying to Vic, I wouldn't want anybody to tell me that
No.
as I'm getting ready to let it go. But
but some people are good with it, and just make sure you have the conversation.
The fact that you asked to have Russ's mic turned off may be going a little
Is that too far?
Let's go too far.
Over the line.
Yeah.
All right.
Your line's good.
Line's good. We don't need to.
You don't
We don't need to.
Can I have the volume just turned down a bit? But okay.
A hair deeper than the
Let it die. Let it die.
Line's fine. Line's
Let it
good.
die. Line's good. Okay.
Good shot, Brad.
Good shot.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, well, Matt's light draw just caused them more grief by staggering. They've now protected that back Botcher stone even more so.
Close. Yep. Attaboy. Attaboy. Good shot.
Boy, Matty.
Nice cleanup.
perfect world, you would have liked to hang on the corner for a corner guard there, but it was tough to make the double and do that.
Seems risky now, doesn't it?
Halfway.
Okay.
I heard the murmurs of the front end. The front end union wanted to vote there, and they didn't.
Center line one.
Yeah, they're. It's the risk of leaving those two red stones in the rings, and will they come into play?
I think I'm with the front end on this one. It's dangerous.
Okay.
Karrick, gotta go. Gotta go.
Come on, you got it.
Gotta go. Hard.
Both guys trying to scratch in the same direction now. That's becoming the new thing.
Curl, hard.
Hard. Go. Hard.
You got to make some room when they're out in front, aren't they? You could see, in fact, he couldn't get that close, Brad Thiessen to Karrick Martin.
Well, they guarded the wrong one, Vic, because the one that they can probably get right to nose there is that right-hand center line one and tap it back.
Yeah.
Even if you don't get it, you could split them open, and then you got two ways.
Yeah, I like that better, I
What do I have to
think.
hit
The
to
soft
make
weight.
contact with the back?
Two-thirds would put it here.
Okay, let's give that a go.
Do you like that, or do you?
I like that.
Let's play this a little softer, guys. If we ever chip that top
Yeah,
red,
just
that's
with, like-
really good.
Just
I'd like some weight, because I'd like the shooter to roll over here.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plus, we can't hit our red in the house.
I think you can.
So I'm thinking normal.
Oh, wow.
Control?
Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not curling by the red one. Whatever weight you want.
Control.
Control?
That got Fry's attention as he had to stand up and
Did ever he had something else in mind.
reset.
I like the softer weight. You try to save this rock you're throwing. It's not an easy angle raise. You've got to just graze by that red one.
No, and you get a lot more options with the down weight.
Cam again, outside, trying to hold the curl. Get it by the top one. Got it. And saved it too. And suddenly from shot rock, Botcher to sitting 3, Epping.
Good sweep.
They made this shot for him. Just held it. Rubbed that top red, which they could have done.
Oh, sure. Split them around pretty nice, too.
Off. Brad. Clean.
He's light enough weight, they might be able to carve it over.
Yep. Hard.
Look at how low those hands are. My gosh. Almost down to the brush head. Still unable to save it, and away it goes.
Well, that might have.
That might have been.
I think it might have grabbed that.
Yeah, they're.
They both shooting wide.
Look at that. Look at Tarek Martin. How? I mean, the next slide down, and it's right by the brush head.
Yeah.
He gives it all.
Oh, is he ever. Oh, what a dream setup here for Epping. That was the danger throwing that guard, Cheryl, wasn't it?
Yeah, now you go back to Kark and Brad going,
They like a little
we're
tight.
going to ignore those two.
That felt hard, boys. Not curling like it's heavy.
No, it's not heavy.
It's
Curl
curling.
so much
boys.
here, it'll
It's
take a lot of
curling.
the speed off it. I can't imagine it's heavy.
Right to the tee line.
Real close.
Right to the tee.
Real close.
Okay, just to the tee. Great sweep, guys.
That's it.
Attaboy.
That's just great
Shot.
rock positioning.
Got him spread out.
Yikes.
Sweep.
Shot, Fry.
Nice throws.
Just give them 3.
Well,
That's all we can do.
Probably could get them all.
Only shot I see.
Yeah, the other thing is here.
Don't love that.
That's bringing a 4 into play.
Mm-hmm. Or 5.
Yeah.
Straight back,
Just
and
a
they've
sliver
made
high.
2 last end to save an end, and it's the way they're lined up. It's possible he could certainly get 2 of these reds. Don't know whether. Don't think he can get all 3, Cheryl. They'd sure be happy to have 2 of them gone.
Yeah, that would be.
Oh yeah, he's played defense very well against Epping, winning 4 straight, including last night 7-3. And then he stuffs it right there and leaves the shooter out in front, covering half the stone.
Good shot.
Not bad.
It's a
So
miss,
were you
but
thinking
it
the
could be a
trio players?
convenient one. There's those 2 yellows there now. That could be the get out of jail shot for Botcher.
I'd love to chase that yellow.
I know.
I know.
I'd love
Doesn't
to
look great.
too. Roll here. It's his
only
only
got
out,
half.
but it's hard.
It's very
really hard.
It's funny, you want us at 3.
You think if we go back 8, leave him an easy double, he'll
definitely draw.
even if we leave him an easy double back
He's
here, give
definitely
us a
drawn
deuce.
against the 4 when.
Well,
That's what I mean. So say we're here and we give him an easy
what are we
double.
worried about right here?
Well, just yeah.
We place it right there.
I guess I go there, he makes the freeze, and then I draw for 2.
Yeah.
Or I play here and draw to kind of here.
Yeah.
I think
Probably
Kevin's
take
got 3,
some one of the
Cheryl.
doubles, and we still.
I don't
Just-
think he's drawing.
Just don't
to
come
be
too
honest.
deep,
I don't either.
I think,
He
on
might,
the
but I
out-turn
mean, with-
draw.
You're pretty good at chasing, and he's got to get behind that one.
So what are you thinking? I go here?
Sure.
Probably there is perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
A
yeah.
little tough to draw there is all.
I know. So here then?
Even here's fine.
going
Like
here,
if he
guys.
makes the
Draw
roll.
here.
No, that's good. Yeah,
Not far off the path.
I like this call.
you're right. It's not far off.
There you go, you're always drawn on the triple line. Like if we're a foot too far there. then you
I
cook
really
it.
like this call.
It's just hard to get
What
there.
if I'm there?
I don't mind that one.
That's a
If
great
you
spot.
can walk it down, that's where you'd put it.
If I'm there, am I not?
Well,
Just
if
kinda-
he goes there, he's going to go to here.
An
and then
inch
you
I
get
buried.
got chase. I got off this.
Then you can use
Probably
it.
the call.
Whatever you see, John.
And even if I'm
Yeah.
here,
Yeah, really.
There's that voice of
long as
reason
we
we
like
talk
3.
about with Brent
Yeah, I
Lang
like
coming
that.
down and saying, you know, really, guys, if we go this way, we're setting up a potential triple, and there's definitely this shot for Botcher. He can kick in that way. So what they're going to try to do, albeit they've got to go into a new path, get it over here somewhere. Then if Botcher there is no double, Cheryl. There's nothing, really. If Botcher rolls the dice and goes there,
Like, if you're saying the 4 foot's no
Epping's
good,
got that for a big score.
That gives them the easiest draw to freeze.
Right, and then I'll draw for 2.
And you'll be shot, potentially, because he's coming into the fatter part of the 4 foot.
But I want to be top 8.
We're trying to bury an inch of this, Fry, and then you can't
top
go anywhere.
8, just open?
Just open.
Sounds good.
Great call. Just can you make
So I
it?
think from the normal draw to the button.
And you don't want to slide
game,
deep on this. That would be the out. Give Brendan a
2 feet extra
freeze.
for top 8. Yeah.
Look where they're going for the ice on this. It's out past the edge of the 12 foot.
And then again, just confirming the weight from Brent Lang and Matt Cam.
Line's okay.
So the watch says he's a little light. Fresh path.
Hold it. Easy.
As we've heard this
Weight's close.
week, they call it, say,
Not gonna
crunchy.
slide here. We're gonna bury. Okay, just go full in. No, I don't.
You don't want to bury.
Leave it open. No, you're good. You're great. Yeah, go then. Nope. Well, nope.
Top 8 is what he wanted. And top 8 and just nibbling at the 4.
Real good. That slid really good at the end. I got out of that.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's good throw, man. Just got to the good stuff at the end.
Problem with it over curling here is you can watch it go by the guard, and they'd like it to stop
Yeah, go then. Nope.
right about there. And then it just keeps going, and now you can't use it yourself.
Good spot, John.
So it's almost you threw a guard.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. So much. That was the problem. So much curl out wide like that. I'm sure they've been in worse position, sitting 3 with a hammer.
14-7.
Yeah, you'll take it.
Brendan's got to bury this now. Even if he's back 4 second shot, it eliminates a lot of stuff.
Yeah, this team's been very good, Brendan's team, about not allowing any big ends.
Line's good.
Really light.
Room. Just top 8.
Somebody said light.
Room though. Hard.
Gotta go.
Somebody said light, and here they go. Look again.
I think we're
Right
just
down over top. Card Martin.
Hard.
Just tight.
Wow.
Wow,
Wow.
that's right.
Wow. Have all the times to pull the string. Look at that. Now it'll be an open draw for 4. Now think back to that earlier number we showed you. Botcher's defensive play against Epping has been spectacular over those course of those wins, giving up just 2.8 points per game.
Yeah, it took a millimeter more.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
Botcher.
same, no less, but same.
Now, Epping has a chance to score 4 more than the average of all the previous games.
No kidding. And the real key, John wanted to go back 8 and give Botcher an easy double to force Botcher to play the double and guarantee John a draw for
It's running
2.
better than the last one. boys.
Langer came in and said, hey, wait a minute. Let's go around this way.
Yeah.
You're fine, guys.
They didn't quite get it in the perfect spot, but drawing against 3 is not easy.
But also think back, they could have played that same shot that Botcher just tried. And they did say that was going to be tough to get in there.
It was. They knew path down the center.
Look at that. Take that. Put 4 on the board. Epping. All the focus is on just one sheet now for the weekend. That is sheet C, the middle of it all, here at the Sobeys Arena and the playoff weekend of this year's Home Hardware Canada Cup from Leduc. Well, Brendan Botcher looks at that scoreboard, sees the 4 and goes, what the heck is that? I've never seen a 4 on a board against me. But John Epping has managed to put the 4 on the board, leads at 4-1, and we go to the 3rd. It'll be Brendan Botcher, the team from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, does have the last drop. They have the hammer playing the Yellow Stars.
Top 4, top 8. Wind's good.
Top 8. Line's good. Top 8.
Well, Epping's been on top of this team right from the get-go when you think about it. And the 2 unbelievable doubles by Molding and Botcher to get them out of jail there, and they couldn't do it this time.
Does that look okay?
Yeah.
Good through.
Speed will be okay, Matt, because we're in the draw path.
Still, if you're Epping, you're never comfortable. A 3-point lead and a 5-rock rule this early in the game. Lots of game left. And
10 ends.
all you got to say, yeah. keep playing the game, and it really does force. I mean, Epping's team can't go to the defense. It doesn't work in this Red Rock, so they have to play as well, which gives the opportunity for some scoring.
Weight's great.
Yeah, hard.
Come on, try dig.
Hard.
Dig.
Oh, Ryan Fry.
Okay, that was
wow.
Great brushing.
Man.
Are we freezing to it?
No, around.
Around it? Oh,
Yeah.
They can see.
Okay. Speed's nice, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Matt Camp saying there. See what it's like to brush your stones, Ryan? Take that. Take that. Brad Thiessen.
I think it's the. It's close.
Line's good.
We're probably back 8.
Well then,
Line's good.
line's close.
We're a little tight.
But
If you can.
if you can.
Yeah,
Gotta go.
You can go, Darren.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Hard. Hard.
Darren, come on.
Hard. Go.
Wait.
Oh.
Before their names were household names, before they were legends, hockey's biggest stars played in the World Juniors on TSN. Don't miss the future of hockey beginning Boxing Day with a must-see Canada-US matchup only on TSN.
Probably closer to board.
Well then.
Whoa, Fry, whoa.
Easy, Fry.
Yeah, Fry. Whoa. Langer. Langer.
Stay with it, Fry. Right behind that red if you can. Get in there.
Keep
Go,
going,
go, 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 go.
Okay.
Well done to the two of them. Interesting there. You got a good example of how Ryan Fry trying to work the edge, trying to move the stone over, and okay, now Langer, you try to hold it just a little straighter.
Yeah, that's really what's changed in the game in the last couple of years. Is understanding how you can move it left and right a little bit.
Yeah, and it's not as drastic as it was, but an inch, a
that
millimeter
yellow
can make
guard in the
a
way?
difference in a tick or a come around.
Is that yellow guard in the way or what?
Well, that was my thinking, yeah.
Okay.
You think you can get there?
I think we could, yeah.
I think
There's
so,
nothing
but-
wrong with still trying to use this guard.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't mind that either.
It's tricky.
Easy?
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
I think the one we got to get rid of is this one.
Yep.
Two choices. You could freeze into the pocket or you can kind of open it up. And I kind of like this better, Cheryl. It can get pretty claustrophobic if you don't make that freeze.
Yeah, and Brendan just missed a big draw, so I think for him, you're kind of reverse engineering it a bit to what do I want to see, a little bit more room on his last one. And they have a corner, so you get one behind there, and that puts a little bit of pressure on Epping.
Yep.
And now that roll behind that corner, and it'll finally settle. It is the third shot.
But it forces Epping to chase. Brilliant weight by Brad. It's just that nice weight. Bring the brushers into play here, and you get this nice roll, and it doesn't roll out of the rings.
Whoa. Clean. Clean. Boy, Fry.
All right. Yeah, freeze on the.
Freeze that pocket.
Yeah.
Freeze this one.
15.
Yeah.
14.
It's straight enough this way. I think we get there this
14-7,
way.
Yeah. I was going there in practice.
Yeah, it doesn't look like enough ice because that's not your normal 6 feet. But you get out on a bit of a shelf here, Cheryl. You noticed that too.
We did. You got out far enough and it would run for a bit. And we always noted one side of the sheet was a little bit straighter than the other. And this is a straighter side.
Line's close.
Line's real good.
Line's great.
Yeah.
Line's
Come on.
great.
Come on.
It's not
Gotta
heavy.
get it here. Curl if anything now. Curl. Whoa. Good shot. Very good.
That's pretty nice. They wanted it.
Little light. We couldn't.
Crepe brushing. Kark was trying to get it just to curl a slight bit to get the better angle, but
Totally agree.
completely frozen.
A little more curl.
Should just run straight up, eh?
Yeah, right up the sheet.
Whoa. Langer. 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 That's fine. Good.
Fine. Good fry.
Short run back works.
What?
Sorry, guys. Ryan wanted to stick it, but I don't think that was the
inch wide.
That'd be a good deal. Just make that thing go away. Anything at the back's not really going to help Epping. Got another inch of curl on Darren's first freeze.
They're playing now to the one in the center.
I believe so.
We can wait. We can definitely wait.
Back four.
Yeah.
No, lines up.
A little heavy.
Well then.
Back four.
Back four. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Solid. We can chip even.
Close.
Yeah, we can definitely chip.
Yep. Whoa.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Can on this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You gotta out. You gotta throw the out and hit. Yeah.
This should curl a bit.
I feel like my rocks
on the out.
Yeah, what do you think?
Get it out actually.
Sure. I like it.
The middle one.
Not quite
I
as
think
easy
this'll
as
curl.
it looks. This goes that way. You've got to hit.
We definitely got to be to this one first.
Yes,
What?
you got to hit that
Oh, it
rock
goes flying
first.
out. You're good, John.
And try and scoot the center line one across the top of the
Yes.
stone.
I think, Cheryl, if
quarter.
you get that
Yeah.
one a little thick, it's going that way.
Agreed.
You can get them both, buddy. Get them.
Yeah, like
Darren's
it's gonna go
talking
down
about his
a bit,
rocks a
but-
little bit. Doesn't seem to like one of his
That's
rocks.
what you want to see there?
Actually throw this reasonably good and keep
Shoes,
both
rocks. He's having a bad day.
It's tough.
Well, this isn't a gimme.
Whoa. Whoa.
Still on the wrong one.
Whoa. Yep. 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 Whoa. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Right
Like that.
Get out.
So you can't.
in the crotch, and we'll get one. That one on the right did hit the bumper.
Should have double.
That one didn't quite stomp underneath, but it's still in play.
Yeah.
Not sure why they
Thinner.
brushed that.
Yeah.
Good
Just a
throw,
little
John.
thinner.
Great throw, John.
Thanks.
Oh, and it's pretty good. It's sat for second shot.
Mm-hmm.
Get a half a shot and it's
Back
3.
four.
Yeah.
Let's go.
There's nowhere we can roll too good off the hit.
No, that looks like lots to me, but yeah.
It's quite a call here. How many people play this? You normally hits at 2, but then there's a double for a great player like
Just on
Epping
the side
that
of
will
the forward.
probably make it.
Yeah.
So they're going to go right around it. They just
pretty
played
much
it
the same.
3 times.
Yeah,
John ever misses the run back, it's 4-4.
Does look like a lot of ice.
Yeah.
This is a straighter side. You're probably going to give a little extra because they haven't been out this far. You heard Carrick say, I feel like this is all there for ice.
A little late.
Line's pretty
Line's a bit tight.
Yeah, we're a little late.
Pretty good. Yep. Room.
Line's pretty good.
Gotta go.
Hard.
Never stop.
Room.
Gotta go.
Okay.
Gotta go.
Curl if you can.
Gotta go.
Go, Brad. Go, curl.
Now it starts to move as if it was coming off that shelf you talked about. And that was a great brush, boy. I tell you, that had no life 5 feet in front of the rings.
No, they were talking about it being light out of his hand, so really great brushing.
They were pumping oxygen into this, weren't they?
Room.
Gotta go.
Okay.
Gotta go.
Curl if you can.
Gotta go.
Might. Great shot as it was. Might have put it in the exact wrong spot.
Yeah, red onto yellow and then one coming across. Yeah, see that too. Wow. So bang the red back and the red one come
It's not
over.
You have to hit about half the back one, so you got to be careful. If they try too hard to get the left yellow, they'll miss the shot. So you got to make sure the shot rock disappears. See if Fry can roll it over.
Yep.
Hard.
Yeah.
Really hard.
Fred Lang.
Hard, Lang. You gotta go.
Stay with it. What do you got? Bang, come across, got it. Oh, yes, he does. Wonderful shot. John Epping. But you know, go back to what Tyler Tardy said to Kathy about a junior coming up and rock tolerance and knowing when to put it in the right spot.
Yes.
That's the kind of thing that he's going to, as he said, he's going to get beaten up every once in a while, and he's going to experience that same thing.
Yeah, and you have to experience it to remember it, and then you won't let it happen again if you can help it.
Great double. Boy, it almost over curled.
Key line, boys.
I like that.
Heavy. This one's good.
No, light.
Anything we're in a little different.
Line's tighter for sure.
Well, again.
Different path.
I heard light again.
Yeah. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on.
Boy, this is his stronger turn. The in turn. Oh my. Where did this field go? Oh my gosh. Wow. That's 4 more.
Just missed the path.
Yeah.
Brad thought it was way over.
Right out of his hand.
He takes 2 feet more ice right through his first one. That makes it.
Forward, Darren. Yeah.
Just got to the center.
We're waiting.
On this Saturday afternoon in Leduc, semifinal men's Home Hardware Canada Cup. And we are talking about it too, as you likely are at home. A 4 and then a stolen 4 for Epping. And he's up 8-1, and perfect game being thrown by Brent Lang. And trying to figure this out, you're talking a little bit about the ice, maybe its path. Our attention now, I think, is turned to stones, and the stones that they selected. They took the whole sheet of stones on from A, yellows.
Let's go, boys. Let's manufacture something here.
Kathy, you were talking to Brett Waldruff, the head official, and he said, yeah, they took the whole set. And then you say he never played with them.
He never did. And if you look through, I was going through all my my previous games. He played 1 game on sheet A, and they threw red rocks. So this is a set of stones that they never, ever utilized in a game.
Curious, eh?
Yeah, that's really curious, because you have a choice of picking rocks. You're going to take your favorites. Look what Epping did. He brought them from all over the building.
Yep. Well, we started from game 1 talking about, did you like that set? Did you like your set? You were already from game 1 trying to figure out what you were going to use later on as you went through the week if you got to the playoffs. So very curious.
I think the path didn't help him either. They'd gone really wide 3 times where it was out in that shelf where it runs a little straighter.
No, just leave it.
I'm sure you saw it, Cheryl. If you got it wide enough, you'd go back 8 all of a sudden, because it would glide. And once it curled, it would die on you. He got into that swingy spot real quick.
Full 8.
Yeah.
There's a rock there.
Yeah.
Where was it, Brendan?
I don't know.
That was a big swallow. I didn't see it. I don't see it, no.
I don't think you moved it far.
No.
Really?
Park
Felt like I hit it pretty hard. It's got to be this way, no?
Think it hurt?
Sneaky.
It was hidden.
Maybe a half.
Here.
There it is. Top right.
No, I didn't.
Pioneer.
We're going to get our pound of flat.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yep.
Push him out of the
I
way.
think we're trying to get as buried as we can back here.
Yeah, that's what you do when you fall. You brace your you catch yourself.
I just pushed you out of the way.
Now he's an expert.
Well, he looked good doing it.
Did he ever?
They blend right into the logos, right? It's tough to see.
Don't see it out of the corner of your eye as you're coming in.
T for sure.
Line's not
So you
bad.
say he's 100%, Vic. Now what?
Curl.
Yeah.
Line's always curl.
It's not heavy. It's light.
Gotta go.
100% throwing. Negative numbers for
Line's
walking
great.
and sliding.
Docking you points.
That's funny.
Good sweep, guys.
That's good. Around
It's not
around that corner, trying to generate something.
Half rock, Matty.
They need to get him. Need something positive here, obviously. Botcher.
Yep.
Hard. Real hard. Double?
Yep. Whoa.
Oh, roll out.
Oh.
Good, Matt. Sorry, Matty.
Well, despite the fact that it was a stolen 4, you have to look at the shots being made by John Epping, and you look at this in the 4th and what he's able to do.
Well, this bends about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches more. He flashes both yellows. It's a draw for 3 for Botcher. Watch, just barely gets that yellow. Enough of it. He gets 2 or 3 all day. Now it's a steal of 4.
And then, of course, the draw comes up light. The key shot is brought to you by OK Tires Service, Repair, and Tires.
Yep. I'm okay with that. Yep.
I like that.
Well, and you look at even Brendan's Kark and Brad swept that end to end, and they knew they had to kind of try to get it to back 4 foot, so that wasn't there. Just ended up, they pounded it the whole way and in the perfectly wrong spot.
Yeah, it's crazy how that happens. Like that was a world-class shot.
It was.
Buried around a rock in the 8 foot, and then it's whoops.
Yeah, a little heavy. It's close.
Easy.
Mine's
It's
close.
It's not curling at all.
Okay, well, we're back 4.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Back 4.
Whoa.
Real.
Yeah, it's T. Back 4.
No. Okay, it's
Never.
now. Go ahead.
You can, but.
Good shot, Brad.
Right down to the corner.
Good shot.
Across the top.
Kind of like going after this.
Yeah. And even if you just get it out of the way, it's real nice. Yeah, I agree.
Thin
What is it,
quarter.
John? Quarter?
Thin quarter.
Very veteran call here. Get rid of the yellow one because he's up so much. And you might, if you get it thin enough, you can hit that red one and at least get it out of the way.
Yep. Whoa.
And across the top of that red stone, they were hoping
Get that out of there, Matty.
to bump up.
Oh, it's good.
Okay, Fry. It felt almost identical.
Yeah. Okay, let's wrap one.
Yeah.
Top 12.
Okay.
Yeah, the call here, the reason for the top 12 is this corner guard is really long.
Yeah.
So you want to keep, there's so much curl going to the wings that you want to keep this as high in the house so there's not as much time after to be able to chase it.
Doesn't need to curl.
Okay.
T.
Line's pretty good.
T.
Yeah.
So, T.
He could come out the other side wide open.
Especially in this spot. It's unbelievable.
Go a little. Whoa.
And there it goes.
Good shot, Darren. Very nice.
And full stone out.
And the difference, Vic, is you stop 2 feet higher, top 12, and it's perfectly behind the guard. It's tricky ice that way.
Board. We're not trying to stick, right?
Yeah, board's light.
Yeah. How much weight? Control.
Yeah, there's no need to leave rocks around.
Nope.
They'll only help Botcher's team.
Yep. Whoa.
It's close.
I've been asked this 100 times, but why are you going out for that wide one when there's one on the button? Well, because Botcher's going to have to deal with that one in the middle, isn't he? And then there'll be a yellow double at some point.
All right. Throw Fry.
Yeah, we throw Fry.
How does Botcher get the one off the button and not allow an easy yellow
Nose
double?
isn't good, eh? We got to roll.
Well, no, nose isn't bad. There's no double.
No double.
Okay.
Nose works perfect.
Throw bumper.
Yeah.
Roll's pretty good.
Tell you what really impresses me so far is the body language in this team.
Easy.
It hasn't crossed their mind they might lose this game, Botcher. They're still totally engaged here.
Hard. Big roll. Nice shot.
Great shot.
He's okay.
Definitely no double.
In no other world would my intern pass. But it's a good thing
He
I have
allows
him.
me to pass.
Yeah. I really do.
Sounds good.
Interesting to note when you look at the world rankings, and they're based on points that you pick up at different events. On a 2-year total, guess who's number 1? Epping. And look at the top 4, all Canadian teams, and all of them were here. Botcher number 3. Nicholas Edin, world champion, coming off another European championship. He's 5th before you get to the 2 Scottish teams, and Guju, who was here as well, are all part of it. But Canada on a world points basis, the top 4, and Epping right at the top.
They're saying no double. Now this would be an incredible shot, but there actually is a yellow double here if John gets this perfect.
Yeah.
It's real hard, buddy. Real hard.
Hard net.
Drag it out.
Hard net.
Keep it going for contact.
Gotta go.
Got it?
Great sweep.
It does.
Trying to hit a lot thinner and roll towards that yellow one.
Yeah, it was there.
Sorry, Johnny, I should have said that to you.
No, that's okay.
Good shot.
Roll it? No.
I think I'm trying to throw like a 14, hey?
Yep. Yeah.
We're getting-
Did you get Darren's? Because he was right on the tee.
Yeah, I think it was 14-4 or something like that.
Yeah, and
But
that was just...
I've had a whole bunch that have been 14-7, 14-8 that we've had to pound.
Okay.
Just to get top half of the house.
14-5 to tee. Yeah. We didn't touch Darren's at all.
Yeah, and it was a little soft, too.
Okay, okay.
Like, as long as it's not set up on a double.
Right.
That's pretty standard as what it's been all week, 14.5. It got upwards of 15 at some points. But then it would come back down in the game, too.
Gotta go line.
Something you had to keep track of to when the speed would slow down.
Wait,
well, it's 25%, as you might expect, on his draws.
This is over curling for the freeze.
The question's in his mind, though, Cheryl. I mean, how do you get into the hack and want to throw a draw?
It's tough. You really have to rely on your brushers.
Yeah.
And then now,
Hard.
It just stopped for shot rock. Aren't you surprised that they didn't brush that, just tried to hold that a little straighter?
You could. We did it a few times. It just over curls. The curl is so vicious that you just hope it stops.
Okay. I like that ice. You're good with that. Okay. Stay here more. You can also, I guess, just do that, but no. Well, then you have to double for two.
Today.
Sounds good. That's what you want to see.
Russ, how does it change from Epping's standpoint? I don't know. Maybe you've never been up this many, but how does it change from Epping's point of view in terms of how he plays the game now?
Well, you have to play as defensive as you can and keep it as simple as you can. But this is a situation here where he has two choices. He could play a run back. He could make the double off his own. But they're going to stay aggressive here.
Right up. Gotta go wait. Okay.
I think your mindset has to be, if you're Epping, that you're okay giving up 2. You know, a lot of times you think we got to force. Well, force them to 2 is okay with the score like it is.
Right to it. Right to it. Great shot.
Attaboy.
Wow.
So he tried to keep it clean and then hit that opportunity to force Botcher to 1. He did the veteran thing and played the draw. A lot of teams would have hit there.
Probably goes in there.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, same broom. Put it right on the pin.
You know, my thought being that, Cheryl, that it's not unlike
I don't think the one he
other
just
sports.
We
referred to the hockey during this week when a team scored a 2, a deuce, and immediately gave that 2 right back. You know, your hockey coaches team will score, and their team lets down, bang, the other team equalizes.
Well, yeah.
Their focus, Epping, I would think, has to be maintained right through as long as this goes.
And I think 5 rock forces that out of you more so, because you're not out of the game. The other team isn't out of the game. You never feel comfortable with a big lead, so it forces you to still play, to make the shots. You're not running up and down the sheet hitting. You don't lose that touch.
This has got a curl.
Back four. Hard. We got to go on this thing. Go. Okay.
All the way down to it. And there it is.
Good sweep.
Feeling a little better. Just don't look at the scoreboard.
The 2019 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Don Bartlett here as the coach. All those years with Kevin Martin, Canadian champions, of course. Let's remember a silver medal in Salt Lake. And 8-2 on the board. Yeah, 4, and then the 4 points stolen. That's the real difference. Team percentage, Epping playing very well. And then personally, you have to look at Brendan Botcher. His draw numbers down in the 30s. Overall, just 68%. Brent Lang continues to throw a 100% game. The lead for John Epping. 8-2 halfway through.
The 2019 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, by Home Hardware, Here's How, and by Purex Bathroom Tissue, soft and absorbent for over 95 years.
Trials is far away right now, but it's definitely a huge goal of our team. None of us have ever had the opportunity to play in Olympic trials before, so it's definitely something that we aspire to do. So getting that first trial spot would be huge for us.
Living in Calgary now, I'm so exposed to it. I'm training beside bobsleigh Olympians and skating Olympians and all this stuff every day, and it's just very real, and that's the dream for sure, is to get to not only pull that maple leaf on your back, but to do it at an Olympics.
And we'll have that semi-final for you, the women's semi tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. The winner to move on to Sunday's final against Rachel Holman. Now, we've known this gentleman for many years. Terry Jones, the Curling Canada Hall of Fame. Writer for the Edmonton Sun, inducted into the Hall of Fame. Well-respected journalist right across our country. And just another honor. He's been inducted to the Hockey Hall of Fame for his sports writing, the Canadian Football Halls of Fame, Alberta Edmonton Sports Hall of Fame, and a Canadian Sports Media Lifetime Achievement Award winner. Congratulations, Terry Jones.
Incredible career for Terry. He's done so much for our game.
Oh, that's well said. Yes, exactly.
Line's good.
Real close.
Line's really good.
Yeah, line's
Just
great.
Get the speed
A
right.
lot of pressure,
looks
even
like
though
it's
it's 8-2. A lot of pressure on somebody like Lang here to get these in the right spot. You can really hurt your team's chances by throwing a couple back 8 here.
Good one.
It's quicker.
On both the front ends, Russ, you and I looked at their numbers before the game. Both of them came in pretty close to the same, but you know, this is kind of what you want to see in a game like this. You got Brent Lang at 100%, Matt Cam at 90. I mean, they have upped their game from Brent came in at 88, Matt at 81. So there's players that bring the level up in a big game and put pressure on the opposition.
Really similar weight, so you're gonna have
Line's
to go.
fine.
Hair light.
Light.
Oh, God.
Light to go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Weight's close.
We're around it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Real tight, guys. Real
Go
tight.
ahead.
Want some separation here.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's good.
Nice
Nice
shot.
Carr. Very
Great
good.
shot.
Shot.
Short of it. Just short of it. Same weight, I think, is good, Langer.
Yeah, no more for sure.
Yeah, no more.
5-rock rule has really put, you know, there was always a lot of pressure on the leads, but it's put a lot more pressure, I think, on the leads for rock placement. It's as exact as the skips have to if they have to make a last shot.
Tighter, but pretty
But it's
good. Line's
also
tighter.
the seconds have to have a more balanced game. They don't hit as much anymore. They're playing the freezes and the taps, but they got to come up with the run back doubles.
At least full 8.
Interesting corner guard positioning, Cheryl. So tight to the rings, or so to the center line like that.
Go, 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 go.
Not a boy, Langer.
Shot, Langer.
Okay, why do you say that? I mean, sometimes we talk about the positioning so you can come around both turns.
You got to throw back 8.
Right, and I really don't know. I don't have the answer for this one. Botcher could go around wide side here, but he can't get shot rock. So he's going to have to keep working away on this out-turn side, and those two yellows could technically help Epping later on because they're almost center guards. You could soft weight here, though. You could tick and end up with two corners.
I'd say max.
Okay, weight's good.
Clean.
Missing the right way. I've never seen them in that tight. Have you?
Go ahead.
Are you talking the Botcher stones?
Yeah.
Because he was trying to throw two centers.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's okay.
Yeah, so I think actually they wanted him to come up a little bit more.
Okay.
Geez, I'm glad you're here.
Good.
Center into the corner there?
It's a good thing you're here.
I was trying to figure out how to say.
Looks like about half, Maddie.
What is it, John?
Yeah, about a half.
Not quite what they wanted there either, right?
No. That didn't work out so well.
Almost a natural half rock double here.
Yep. Yep. Whoa.
Matt Cam.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
You saw John Epping check it over his shoulder because you want to see where this goes. And he just grazes it on the way by.
Throw, Maddie.
Sorry, Maddie.
It's kind of how you got to call that. Didn't look good on the inside.
No.
You just got to be a sliver on this side.
This side?
Yeah.
Is freeze better than a little bump?
Well, if we bump it at all at the doubles there.
Okay. Okay, lock it on there.
To think, isn't he?
This is such a tough position, though, Russ, because you're, you know, a force is typically what you'd want in a tight game. but a force is no good, and a steal is tough, and the center guard's gone. You've got one, but that's a pretty easy run back.
Wait, close.
Yeah, you're 7 down if you force them to 1.
It's not a good feeling, even though that would be a success.
Little bit of room.
Easy.
Room.
We can wait.
It's heavy.
Mine's not bad for a dead
close.
freeze.
It's a little heavy.
Stay real close there.
This is really
No,
close.
it's still there.
Just let it come in.
Whoa. It's good.
It's a good shot, Brad. Very good.
Good one, Brad.
Beautiful. That nice angle kind of stops the double.
What was the broom inside?
I think you want to hit something in the house.
Really? Just knows that?
Okay, Peel?
Or no? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just mean we're not, yeah.
Try and get a little inside
What
roll.
if we just make this double then?
Sure, that's just paper thin.
Yeah, quarter?
Even if I get it onto the center one, they're all going, aren't they?
So there's no centers, right?
Yeah, whatever you like.
Okay, whatever you like, John.
Okay.
Whatever you like, John.
I'm good with the runner if you like it.
Perfect as you make it and you roll a rock to the right and he's drawn around. And
I actually like running the guard in.
I did too.
The runner's good too if you're going to make it.
Okay.
Opens it up.
Peel.
Whatever you like, John.
This is
No,
the
it's good.
hardest
Peel
part,
on the
I
nose.
think, in the sport today with the 5 rock roll and the lots of curl. There's so many decisions to be made. You can run yourself out of time, and then you got the veterans down there. They can't talk on every shot because John's got to have feel for what he wants to do.
Yep.
Hard five.
Whoa.
What? Shot.
John's worried about the guard, and rightly so.
I don't know. It's pretty good.
Shot, Manny.
Hit and roll. Shot, buddy.
Yeah, just like back.
Yeah, I mean, I just
Back
look at
eight.
the points. If you
like
look at the
that?
scoreboard,
I do.
just
Try and
open it
punch
up.
The fullback 4 and get low.
Yeah.
Try and get a little roll underneath.
What do you think?
Line's good.
Weight's
heavy,
pretty
eh?
good.
Hard
Clean.
punch.
Yeah, we're back 12
Clean.
for sure.
Yep.
Back 12.
Yep.
Get a little heavy.
Whoa.
Just
whoa,
through.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Probably
Whoa,
punching it
then.
through.
Yeah.
Brad.
Yeah.
We're definitely punching it through.
Brad.
Curl.
Okay.
Now the center run works.
Across the top of that middle one is pretty tasty.
Let's play a quarter, make the double over the top. That'll probably jam, but come out. Hair heavy.
Don't you run the guard now, guys?
Okay.
Top? They're pretty close together.
John, if you hit the guard thin, what happens? Is there a hole there? Or are you getting one of the
Yeah,
yellows?
there's a hole.
Oh, there is? Okay.
Yep.
Not a big one,
Make
though.
the double.
Okay. Quarter.
You good with this?
Not really.
Still
but
like the
whatever.
guard.
What are you thinking?
Well, I'm just thinking you get rid of if you make the double in the middle, you have a wide open end.
Okay.
And it's
But if
no
we don't,
harder
it's
than a
just so.
quarter
But
rock
if we
double.
miss it, it's the same thing as it.
Except for
I
doing
only
a
make
4
these
foot.
two. I'm only ever looking at one on my last, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
If we nut it in there, then he taps. I'm looking at 3.
No, let's make it quarter.
Yeah, quarter.
You know, Brent Lang's been around long enough. He'll know when to back off. The skipper wants to throw this, wants you to throw this because of this reason. All right, that's enough. Let's do it. And there it is. The double's made, and the shooter backs up and out.
Which is why he's been on so many successful teams. You kind of have to know. You got to read the skip down there. Obviously, John's not feeling comfortable with something, and he wants the end to look a certain way by the time he goes to throw. Nothing wrong with that.
It's kind of funny because they talked him out of peeling the guard, and one shot later they're saying, "Why don't you peel the guard?"
Line's good.
Little heavy.
Yeah, little heavy. Yeah,
Quite
don't
heavy.
want to.
Okay.
This is
Line's
that good
Back
strip
8.
that would slide so well.
Back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good judge, guys.
What'd you get on that? Did you time it?
I didn't know. What do you get on that one?
Yep. Whoa. Clean. Clean.
Ryan Fry.
Throws, Ryan.
think edge 8 will get us close. Yeah.
Where are we going? Tight?
Tough for
Pardon?
Darren to
Tight?
slide down that
Yeah.
wide side where it's so quick. You remember the steal of 4. He took about a foot less ice. Brendan came up light. I think that was in the back of his mind when he threw that one. Just a quicker path.
Yeah, and it is the trick when you've got one side of the sheet curling more, so then the weight feels different. It's not that consistent feel on both sides, which really brings into play your brushers, them talking a lot about the pass. You need a lot of communication out there to know what the right weight is for the right spot in the sheet.
Tight.
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 Clean.
Definitely tight.
Whoa then.
Oh. Top 12.
Yeah. Tight.
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 Clean.
Tight.
The line's good.
Weight's good.
Yep. Little bit.
Now this happened to curl too. It had great weight on it, but it curled, and as it curls, then the weight comes off. It just it can look so different.
Just like his draw against 4 that he came up light, that same path.
I don't know, it just feels like they're coming down so hard, but maybe it's just different from what it has been.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, and that
Just
happens in a
little bit.
final single sheet. It changes.
Throw a good one top 8 in front of that other one at the end here. Make them hit.
A nose double on your next one or a hit and stay for 1, which is plenty. If it was a rock over, I'd say let it rip.
Let it rip, eh? Yeah, I agree with you.
It's
Stay
right
here
in
more,
between.
bud.
Doing pretty good too, coming in.
John Epping, originally from Peterborough, Ontario, and he goes back quite often to conduct clinics at the Peterborough Curling Club. He and probably Neil Harrison, the late Neil Harrison, maybe two of the most famous curlers to come out of Peterborough. Harrison, of course, all those years with Ed Wernick, Canadian and world champion.
We take like 3 brooms more.
One of the very best leads that ever played the game.
Do we want him to draw?
A lot like Langer. He just he wouldn't speak until he had to, and it was always gold.
Everybody stands up and listens.
Yep.
But his real strength, if I remember correctly, was the rock matching.
Oh, yeah.
You'd see him out there and throw them continually, and then pair them up for the team.
Yeah, same weight.
Same kind of weight,
Yeah,
eh?
pretty much.
Top 8 foot here in line with the back yellow, which gives Epping a double.
Clean.
But that's really what they have to do to generate a chance at a steal here. Boy, this is sliding too. If that doesn't curl, Cheryl, it'll be back there.
Line's good.
Bite 8.
Yeah, well, we will.
Starting to grab now.
Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, we're biting it. Can't.
Sit. Okay, good shot.
Sit.
Sit.
Yeah, so sitting to 2 and little smile. Yeah, hey, I made one. There we go.
That would sum it up pretty good. One rock heavy.
Here more. Yeah, I will. Okay. Yeah.
No sit gets the point, and that's the key, really.
Control on the nose. Score.
But there's obviously a double for more.
I don't think it's worth it.
Just if he bangs it on the nose.
Yeah. Oh, little less. Yeah. Right on the nose.
You throw control, you can make the double.
Yeah. Right on the nose. Whoa.
Close.
A little hard.
Final stone.
Whoa.
Weight's close.
Hey, yep,
Here in
yep,
6.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Ryan Fry calling line, just the dust.
Good boy, John.
And he'll run it by, and yes, just enough for shot stone. So Epping picks up a single. Extends that lead. Well, a 4 spot in the 3rd, and then a steal of 4 in the 4th by John Epping. That's the result. He leads at 9-2 as we welcome you back to this men's semifinal in Leduc, Alberta, the Home Hardware Canada Cup, Sobeys Arena. The winner to move on to play Kevin Cooey in the men's final tomorrow. The big prize, of course, is the first ticket, the first placing in the Canadian Curling Trials, to be held in Saskatoon, November, December of 21. And then, of course, all leading to the next Olympics, Beijing, in 22.
set couple feet line.
Now that's not going to be too good of a place to hold a trials. Saskatoon.
Oh, no kidding.
On the
place would be
prairies.
jammed.
Oh. Be fabulous.
That's aggressive.
Oh, I like it.
Might be a new path here, Langer.
Can't still be a new path, bud.
Hasn't curled yet.
Clark's second one, he did an
Start
amazing job of getting it just over the hog line, but it over curled on him.
It's heavy.
Okay.
Need it to stop.
Whoa. Dig. Dig.
Good
throw.
Shot. Matt.
Finally
Johnny, we
settles
should've
down.
Shift that in the house, probably.
Sitting to 3. Now, we mentioned, of course, the
Tap this one back.
first placing in those curling trials, but additionally, first prize earns $40,000, which is a substantial increase from previous Canada Cups. Second and third, 25-15. The trials and the Continental Cup. That Continental Cup in London after the holiday break.
Yep. Yep.
Gotta go. We're
Hard,
back.
guys.
We're back in.
Hard, guys, hard. Go ahead, hard.
Weight's good.
Hard, Darren. Hard for line. Hard.
Off it.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good
Nice
shot,
shot.
Rob.
You'll leave a pocket, but it'll be above the tee.
Rachel Holman and the team here sneaking a
More
peek.
responsible.
He's going to go to that
They were on the
That's
ice
okay, though.
practicing
One of
just
them's
when
always
we
going out.
arrived earlier today. They earned their place in tomorrow's final. We'll have it for you, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, against the winner of Tracy Fleury, Chelsea Carey. That game, the semifinal, comes your way tonight at 9 Eastern Time.
Good. Just can't trust myself to set it there.
I know, but.
Cheryl, what is the... Yes, you want to get that
Where
first.
am I going?
First placing. But what does it mean, do you think, to
Just back
the
tee
winners
right in the
tomorrow
pocket
night,
here.
whatever team may be? What does it allow them to do?
Well, I think maybe take a year where you're not going so hard, you're not pushing, you kind of know you've got that spot. For all these teams, they go so hard year after year after year. So to get a chance, get some breathing room, maybe you work more on technical. I remember that heading into the last trials, some of the teams that got the Canada Cup spot or got a spot early, they really just did set back and they came in rested, which a lot of these teams come into the trials and they're burnt out. They've gone hard to get points and exhausted, and so it just gives you a little bit of a break.
There's a few teams here that looked a bit stale, you know, a little tired.
Yeah, I think sometimes you can play too much, and it's a tough balance because you want to be sharp and you want to get points. You chase points all the time.
Whoa. Great shot. Very good.
How good is that?
Nice. Good sweep. Hit it a hair
He's
high.
got to hit it high, John. Yep. No, I just want to make sure this goes.
So what do you need to hit?
Half.
So half a rock kicks that frozen yellow one and takes away the 2 reds. It's protecting that yellow from going out.
Whoa. Yep.
It'll end up being a single takeout, but the red should fly also if
Clean.
Fry gets this right.
That's
great shot.
And does he unlocks them, still leaves the Botcher Stone sitting the 1.
Should be good enough.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Got enough separation.
John Epping's style of play is it,
A couple ends ago.
paid off in this game. You think of coming into a game like this, single sheet, sudden death, and he's aggressive, and sometimes you can pay for that. John hasn't had the lead.
Easy.
I look back in all their games. He only had the lead twice.
Is that right? Really?
It's Max.
He scored a lot of points.
Max right now.
It was in the last half of the game, I guess.
Carrick a little. You gotta go. Gotta go.
It should finish in this spot.
Gotta go. Get it in there. Go.
Go. My
Hard.
hand.
Good shot.
Nice.
Good shot.
The shoe seems to be okay.
Hack.
That led to
Is that okay? Think more
a
like
delay
a board.
earlier.
Sure, whatever you like. Okay, board.
He is walking, though, as if he's trying to nurse it a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Close. Board. Whoa.
Close.
Yep. Whoa. Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead. Whoa. Whoa.
Look at this.
Very nice, and he's going to catch it.
Oh,
And he
not quite.
almost pushes it back to the face.
Appreciate that.
You know, we all do our interviews and chat with the curlers prior to the events and prior to games. And
Like easy?
Sure.
I was asking Darren Moulding about playing with Brendan Botcher, and it may be one of the most
Clean.
interesting interviews that I've done. I said, so what's it like? And he said, well, he's a wonderful curler. And he said, just a better human being. And I said, pardon? And he just let it out. He says, you have no idea how compassionate a man Brendan Botcher is. And Darren said, he's made me a better man.
Worst case.
Darren had the reputation of being a little bit angry, right?
He did.
But in the years that we've watched him, he is a much calmer curler. And he said that's a direct result of playing with Brendan Botcher. And he says when he's out and off the ice, he says sometimes I'll get angry somewhere and I'll catch myself and I'll actually ask myself, what would Brendan do? And that's the kind of relationship. And what Brendan Botcher has not only done for him as a curler, but more importantly as a human being.
Wow, and you can see it in Darren, his level of play, and he plays hard for Brendan, for this team. And I think it's because they're good people, and he's trying to go out there and impress Brendan and do his best. And it's really, you know, I've seen Darren break the odd broom over the years, and you know, he's admitted it, that he got angry with lack of success in the game. He had some struggles and couldn't quite break through with men's. He did really well in mixed, couldn't break through in the men's, and I think he knows this is his opportunity and he's not going to waste it.
And he hasn't.
No.
Well, in fact, this week the front end at times have been the angry ones, and he is the first to go to them and try to calm them.
Take a breath.
I haven't really thrown this shot yet.
Dead nose freeze.
That's right where he's looking.
Well, and the other thing I think Darren does on this team is, and the other three have played together for a long time, and they would admit it, that they weren't always good at communicating and talking, and even after a game. And Darren, I mean, we all know Darren. He'll chat away and get everybody talking. Yeah. And he forces it out of the other three, too.
Yeah. Oh, good point. It's an impressive
team. Even if we draw
team.
right beside it to the side of the forefoot, it's pretty good.
It's better.
Okay.
Same kind of weight, like 14 and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, 14 and a half.
It's a bit of a new track.
Yeah. It still should be.
Clean.
I think. I thought it was there.
Clean.
I thought we were close.
Line's good. Line's good.
Good.
Correct. Close.
Just for.
Close.
Wait.
Whoa.
You're bouncing a hair.
Line's perfect.
Whoa.
Line's good.
Bouncing just a hair.
Whoa.
Call Brad if we sweep.
Whoa, that's good. Nice shot.
Okay.
Just that late rub and roll gearing off.
Just can't quite find it to Brendan say.
Third's perfect, yeah.
Very good try.
And all that. It's a foot heavy.
Yeah, right.
Leaves a double. It's
tough to criticize.
Good shot.
Thanks. I like that one. Had to curl a little more.
Quarter makes sense.
Could have stayed on a quarter of it.
They're good, bud.
Make sure you make some noise here if you're John Epping with a big lead. You can't try too hard to make this double.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Lang being called off.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Sounds close.
One, and yes, he will. Wow.
just a great game by John.
Yep. And appreciative crowd as well.
Real nice.
Facing two with his last here.
Just rubbing salt in the wound by hanging around on the double, and you can't even blank.
Clean.
Medium. Medium.
Clean. Yep.
Solid.
Yep.
Clean. Clean. Put it up.
Yep.
Clean.
Yep. Clean. Good.
Shot.
The hit and stick for a single in 7. Brendan Botcher still trails. Yeah, you look at that and you know the story of the game immediately. Score 4, steal 4, and now it's a 9-3 game. As we welcome you back to Leduc on the day that Santa Claus comes to town tonight. The Santa Claus parade is here.
It is. I saw the signs.
Tonight starts at 7 o'clock local time down the main street of Leduc. You're laughing because you know if I'm not here.
Well, Vic is at the
First thing I need to do when I get back after dinner is check to see if your chair's here.
That's right. Be sitting there front row.
cheering on Santa.
It's good, it's good, it's good.
Great shot.
So a couple of centers going up from Team Botcher. And it is John Epping that does have the last rock, has the hammer here. Nate playing the redstone.
Over here?
I'm getting numbers telling me the same.
Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't be. They played it at blind.
Oh, that's a brilliant game being thrown by that man.
Kidding.
Brent Lang with the advantage.
Carrick
Martin.
We got a little tap here, I think.
Okay, close. I'm going to keep it on the nose.
You know, you just heard the conversation, though, that's still happening on Epping's team. Brent saying, you know, I think this path will be the same because the other team has thrown it a bunch. That's been part of this ice. You always have to be aware of, have there been a bunch of rocks down here? What will the weight be if not?
Sure.
They're still doing that when they have a 9-3 score.
Rewarded with a perfect rock, too. Just
throw back
perfect.
more and get just to the inside.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that's a pretty long guard.
Oh yeah, you can definitely get to the inside, bro.
Yeah, that guard's out of play.
Yeah,
Optically, it's
nice
not
and
there at all,
smooth,
but
just nice.
try to curl around that long one, get to the inside of the top red.
That's the
Clean.
line.
Line's fine.
These are the ones, if you throw this 5 feet heavy, Cheryl, you hit the wrong side of the red one. It just won't curl.
Well, this is Brad's out turn. This might be a little straighter than somebody else's in turn on this spot.
You gotta go. Hard.
Good shot.
Sweet.
Okay, good shoot.
Yep.
Really wobbly there.
Hard. Stay with it. I think you're okay, though. Attaboy.
Roller coaster.
Like a high center.
Okay. So split center.
Yep.
Okay.
This.
No choice here, just throw another center. These are tough at late in the game. It's going to be a shade slower here. Last thing you want to do is leave this on the hog line.
We're there.
Felt all there.
Over and off.
Halfway.
Line's good.
Long. It's a bit
Maybe
long.
the line.
If you're over, whoa.
It is over.
It's
Whoa,
over.
then.
Just
no.
park, maybe.
Never.
Yeah.
Good.
Never.
Nice shot, Brad.
It's good. He's got to hit it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good attaboy.
Good. Clean.
Matt Cam.
Just clean. Just clean.
Canadian junior
Matt, that's
silver
good.
medalist. Back in 2011, lost to Braden Muscowie. Muscowie here now throwing the third stones for Matt Dunstone out of Regina. A lot of junior
High center.
High center.
championships on the curlers' resumes, Canada Winter Games.
They have so much success early when they get into men's. I think because they've been through a lot of the finals and junior Canadian finals, and you can almost step into men's play and you're not trying to build as much as you would have years ago where you didn't have that.
I thought at one point in time, I think men have come a long way. But I still think the advantage is to women coming out of juniors and having earlier success than men. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, you're probably right. When you think back to the teams that have come out and won, and why, I don't know.
I was at Red Deer a couple weeks ago with my son, and Tyler Tardy lost the final, the men's spiel. Like he's a really good team.
Well, I think you come out from junior knowing more in terms of strategy. Look at the way Rachel Holman. I mean, it certainly had to be the individual means a lot, but you come out now with more knowledge. They've watched it on television for many years, where that never used to be.
No, there's a lot more. So you start off in men's or women's with a better base, a solid base, and you just got to build a little bit on that. You're a top team.
And Curling Canada's programs have certainly helped. The Next Generation program that Tyler was talking to Kathy about.
Such a great idea.
Light.
Line's not bad.
Weight's good.
Line's good.
Weight's good.
Line's good.
Well, desperate times now. You absolutely have to steal.
Go ahead. Line's great.
Gotta go.
Right to here. Right to here. Go. Go. Whoa.
Shot.
Yeah, right to there is just back button. Wonderful.
Nice shot. Real good. Go ahead.
Incredible curling shot.
Go.
Right to here. Go. Whoa.
Shot.
You're going around a rock on the button and trying to be buried.
It's pretty impressive. And that's the right turn to do it with.
Ryan Fry. Just open it up.
Throw Fry.
Shot, Fry.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard.
It's hard.
Do we ever do something like this?
Don't mind that.
I like it. The only problem is the threes might queue up. The 8, like it'll. But if you roll it off the face, it's.
Yeah, I could throw the intern and probably not roll it too far. Like if you played the intern at it, you could.
You could probably almost stuff it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't hate it.
The key is just
Kick
getting
this back here.
My shooter's just got to roll half a rock.
I would imagine we'll probably just touch this.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Just
Yeah.
with back line kind of weight.
Yeah.
The out turn is a little better to not touch it. But
Yeah, but with the out turn, this one's going to kick a
yeah,
lot.
that's the problem, yeah.
So you're trying.
I think we got to play the intern, and it's okay if it just grazes it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right here?
I think that's max.
Really creative call here. They're just going to go triple tap, try to get it back, that red one
just
back into
cross
this
it.
type of area here, set up a little bit of a pocket for a potential freeze and somehow steal.
The first call, Russ, was the out turn, and they were going to try and corner freeze second shot stone there. You see at the tee line.
Right.
There's just no room.
No, so they're going to make room. It's really creative.
Yeah, I like the call.
I was thinking freezing either red with the out turn side, but this is better. Just a little bit of a tap. Yeah. But Molding had the right answer. If you cue these up wrong, if you don't get this raised rock in the right spot, it's going to make it easier for Epping.
Yeah. Clean.
Clean. Yep. Hard.
Decent. Just wanted to get across the nose just a little bit, and flop over and move it back. And yes, still shot stone. Botcher center line, back button.
Good one.
Not bad at
Very
all.
nice.
Pretty good.
I think so, eh?
Yeah.
Well, his draw number, boy, I tell you, it was down, what, at 23%, if I remember correctly, after those 2 misses, but he's brought that up. Game has come up. Problem is you've got a 95% Epping, and the scoreboard says 9-3. Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Okay.
3/4?
Yeah, 2/3, 3/4 is fine.
3/4.
He makes this good. I probably going to have to just nose the yellow. Probably hit it a sliver high and keep them both in the 12-foot.
So that likely will change with leading 9-3, that this will be the first time he's gotten through a semifinal. 5 times his skip. What do you got here? Gonna get it? Yeah, he's going to spill it out. Well done. Runs it back.
He's just seeing it all today.
Isn't he?
And it's not like he's had wide open shots. He's made some doubles and some runs and cross-house doubles.
Rock on the inside. Actually,
the problem is that this one's going to drag enough that
might miss. What if we pound it on the just inside?
Yeah, you'll get balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we play it with soft and stagger the top and?
Yeah. Throw firm and try and keep this one around the side of the 8-foot somewhere.
Yeah. And then the shooter in front of it, if you can.
Hope against hope here.
Yes. Yeah, it really is.
I like it.
I think the 8 just firm. Well, yeah. Firm.
Epping's performance reminds me of the game we did with Gushu Cooey last night, Vic. And Cooey did the same thing. He just saw everything. Thin doubles, soft hit and rolls, come around freezes.
I agree with that.
It just shows that.
We're probably shooting for just a millimeter high, hey?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Brendan Botcher.
Yep.
His final stone.
Yep.
Hoping to leave himself a shot rock when they all finally settle. And he does move it far enough, and he is the shot stone. Top 8.
It's just really starting to hurt.
It's a good shot.
Like my ankle.
It's a little late, but it's a good shot.
No. A lot more sweeping when you draw.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like the
Boulding is at the
but
talking to Coach Don Bartlett. The shoe now, the one that he's been given, is starting to bother him, starting to blister.
Might be your last slide.
Yeah, that's just tough. It's a good thing it wasn't his sliding shoe, but that is so tough to have to change shoe in
Two
second
choices.
end of the game.
You could draw here too, Cheryl. Double or the draw.
What about my running shoe?
Skip's preference.
What about my running shoe? Like my actual shoe.
Did you use it?
Whoa.
Final stone. Here at 8.
Missed it.
And he
Okay,
missed it.
Johnny.
He
John.
runs it by. It will be a steal of 1. The Botcher picks up the steal to go to 4. Botcher also now has Darren Moulding to consider as well. What to do, what to do, what to do.
The 2019 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Steal of 1 for Brendan Botcher. And so he has, once again, is John Epping that does have the last rock.
Just a freeze.
Yeah.
Darren Moulding has gone to the locker room. We heard him talk just at the back at the scoreboard with Don Bartlett, talking about the he's now developed a blister because he's put on another shoe.
Whoa. I said Max.
We're a little heavy.
Your lines, yep.
Weight's close.
Yep.
Really curling.
Gotta go.
It picked.
I think that picked.
For sure.
Shoot.
Probably a little bounce is the best. Spread them out a little. Okay. Tough luck, Brad. Good throw.
It's picked on them.
Yeah.
Feel the top one. You don't really have a way in that's that easy. And we'll have a double peel.
Well, Dr. Sean Murphy visits his dying father, and the family reunion reveals unexpected results. Get into the Good Doctor. It's the fall finale, Monday at 10 only on CTV, and then stream anytime.
Shot. Could draw still, but.
Darren's back now, but it looks like he might have his runner on.
He does. That's what he did. He's just going to use a runner. So I'm sure he's checked with the officials to make sure that he can do that.
Beside it.
Yeah,
It
right
might be a
beside
lot
it.
slipperier than his other gripper. Plus, it
Kind of hair more.
would change his speed coming out of the hack on a finesse shot.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about it having
Yeah.
any grip for him.
This is a little light.
Line's good. Easy.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Hard, hard.
Okay, top 8. Top 8, top
Curl.
8.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Sweet.
Okay.
Well, this is easy, isn't it? I mean, Epping scores 4. Botcher, though, started off. He had a chance to blank in 1 and did not. But that 4 in the 3rd, and then a steal of 4 is Brendan Botcher didn't have his draw weight. And that's why we sit here 9-4. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Trying to rattle through, make the double go right straight through. Oh, almost got them all.
Okay. Good throw, Matt.
Real close.
Oh, good throw, dude.
Yeah, there was a hole. Yeah. Almost got them all. Almost got them all.
Hit anything. We're a little tight.
Heavy. Not quite heavy. Yeah,
Close.
Let's close.
Close.
Back 8.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Back 12.
Yeah, quite heavy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Go ahead. Go ahead.
A different back foot would make a
Curl.
massive difference to your speed. There's only 3 things. You've got your broom in the ice, your slider in the ice, which is a constant, is your back foot.
Hit and roll.
Sure.
I'm guessing the back foot on this new
Just
shoe
heavy.
is
Do you like
quicker than
hot?
the other one.
Kind of surprised he
I like
didn't
board,
tape
I
the
threw
toe
it
or
there.
something.
Right,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, he had it on that spare shoe. He had taped it. Just let it glide a little better.
Questionable idea.
Yep.
Light. We're a little light.
Yeah, hack.
Hard.
Light's not good in this spot. And once it gets across that ribbon, it goes.
Make a choice.
Hard. Whoa. Hard.
Ryan Fry.
Okay. Okay, get rid of it, Matty.
A little bit of a snip
You're just
there.
you're probably back 12.
Yeah. Maybe 7, 8 feet less.
Yeah. Just a little.
Line's tight.
Light.
Quite light.
Yeah, just a guard.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead. Go
guard
ahead.
the
I'm
red.
sure you've done it, Cheryl. You put on a back
Okay.
a different
Okay.
shoe, and it's just
close.
totally
We're
different.
just real
Well, in
tight.
both
Tight.
slides, you
Line
heard
will
Brendan
play.
out of his hand say he's tight, so
Actually,
just
This will play.
could be dragging him a bit.
Don't mind this at all.
Pretty good call.
It was supposed to be a freeze.
Freeze the pin. Now John's in big trouble.
Yeah.
Take a run at this. Yeah.
2/3 looks real close.
That's
Same broom for
unfortunate,
mine, just edge 8.
They had to change shoes.
Yep.
Ryan Front.
Yep. Yes.
Not to nose it, man.
Watch it. Is he going to nose it?
Get it.
And through, and he'll run it by and catch the one at the back 8.
Okay, he'll take it.
Shot.
And enough off nose to just roll to the side, now covering the edge of the 8-foot. So,
Which is important too. It gives the skipper a little more room.
Went for it.
Ryan Fry's having it. Ryan was 79% in the round robin, so not his normal, typical numbers, but he's
Yeah.
upwards of almost 90% here in this game.
but you said that the numbers this week, because of the ice, we saw a lot of really talented, good, great players not curling what we would expect or they would expect.
No, and I think I talked to Glenn Howard in between ends, and we were talking about the fact that just
Line's good.
the ice was changing draw to draw, so it was kind of you're figuring it out. So it didn't allow for that consistent volume of shots over and over again.
Yes, yes. All you got.
We're back 4.
All you got. Oh, that's a great scrub. Brad.
Didn't see a lot of
job,
numbers in the
buddy.
90s, that's for sure.
No.
No.
Good seat, Brad. Good seat.
but it was great ice just the same.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, just a little different than a lot of these top teams are used to.
Well, and I think also they didn't know the rocks.
Right.
And I think that affords another level of confidence for players that come out and they know exactly what rocks they're throwing and what they'll do. This was a bit of the unknown.
Make a good freeze in here.
Yeah.
Clean. Blade, yep. Blade, yep.
Yep.
Blade.
Tap this red one back a couple inches to create a
Maddie,
wall.
Make sure you get a time on this.
Make sure you get a time.
And you,
Anything just top
again, we'll go back to what we said earlier. When they got up after the steal of 4, and it was 8-1, and was asking you about keeping focus. Well, they're focused right to the last stone, possibly. There is Ryan Fry saying to the front end, get a time on this stone.
A little more, eh?
They could have just said, okay, well, wherever it lands, we'll go after it.
Just great habits.
Yeah.
Just through.
Yeah,
just through.
Hark then. Hark, see what you can do. Oh, you carve it. Come on.
Trying to get it over. And they may not even have to throw here, as this will roll and spin away. And that's it. 2 more. And now John Epping will go down for his last. Frustrating, disappointing day for Brendan Botcher.
Are we faster than earlier?
Nope. No, it's the same speed you threw when you threw these draws.
Okay. First net.
Threw the shot twice in the first end, and here we are in the 9th. He's still on the exact same speed. That's pretty nice surface.
And as we look ahead to a Cooey Epping final tomorrow, still looking for his first win against Cooey this season.
Good throw, Johnny.
Throw, John.
How do we get 8?
I don't think we're allowed to.
Oh, for you.
They
said
yeah.
that.
Okay.
There you go. Make the final. 12-4. And John Epping and the team from the Leaside Curling Club in Toronto, he will get his first chance to play for the gold medal, having lost 2 semifinals previously. That smile says it all. So Epping is through, and we'll have that final for you against Kevin Cooey tomorrow night, 7 Eastern Time. The winner to earn that first place in the curling trials of 21.
The 2019 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by OK Tire and BKT Tires, by Home Hardware, Here's How, and by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
We'll be back with you at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for the women's semifinal. Tracy Fleury on the ice against Chelsea Carey. The winner to move on to play Rachel Holman for that spot in the trials. Again, we'll join you across the network, 9 Eastern Time. Chelsea Carey against Tracy Fleury. Congratulations to John Epping. We'll see him tomorrow against Kevin Cooey. Till we talk with you again, thanks for joining us. The Home Hardware Canada Cup from Leduc, Alberta is here on Canvas Sports Leader TSN.